Dear God, this is precarious. Hello? Hello there. I'm finally back to streaming after like 2 weeks of... well, whatever the hell that was. But hi! How y'all been? Been a while since I saw y'all. Like, give me just a second. This setup currently is incredibly scuffed as usual. My webcam is quite literally dangling from my microphone stand. But it's working shockingly well, actually. I kind of just got it, like, snuck in there alongside the microphone, and it seems to be functioning rather well. But yeah, I got a little something for us today to dig our grubby little hands into. Ugh. Hand cam on a VTuber stream. Hold up, if I like do it like this. Oh no, it just looks like I have very large hands. Yeah, in all my incredibly pale glory. Just look at this shit. I'm basically the same shade of pink as the box is. This is a nightmare. I am so incredibly white. Oh lord. But yeah, we're doing this today. I figured this was fitting, considering after this I was planning to stream a new Hololive fan game. So I figured what better way to get into the mood for some Hololive fan game than some Hololive merchandise, huh? Because funnily enough, I actually fell down the rabbit hole of the card game even harder than I initially thought. I thought like that the last unpacking stream would probably end up being my last. But no, turns out we have a local scene for this game now. And the game is also just really fucking fun to play. Which is very unfortunate for my financials in the future. But that is a road to cross when we get there. Funnily enough, this was actually supposed to be a box of the newest expansion, Enchant Regalia, but they just straight up, basically the guy I bought this box from fucked up. They just straight up sold more Enchant Regalia than they had in store. So in my case, when they got to me, they just didn't have them anymore. So they offered me instead like the previous expansion for like about like 15 bucks off, and I said, you know what, fuck it, might as well just get my hands on some cards, because funnily enough this expansion has a lot of cards for a deck I want to play. If all goes well, we will basically be digging for a Subaru Oshi. I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but a man can dream, can't he? A man can dream. Also, I realized I should have probably bought scissors in order to open these packs properly. Now that I think about that. You know what? I'm gonna do that real quick. Dirk, do your modding duties and, like, keep the stream entertained while I go fetch myself some scissors, why don't you? Thank you, bud. I'll be right back. Bye-bye. Oh god, you can really tell how shitty my webcam quality is with this, can't you? At least you have Fauna in the background to take care of you. Be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Don't get paid enough for this. I don't pay you. At least I don't think. I pay you in friendship and affection. And I have scissors. Ah! Michael is now staring at us menacingly. Isn't that the usual thing? Isn't that always basically just what I'm doing? But alright, we basically have like 2 batches to go through here. We have like the Laplace and... We basically have the JP and the EN branch. Which one do we like start with is now the question. With those scissors, clearly have to open the Shiori pack first. Honestly, true. They are kind of menacing. And wanna see something funny? Ah, now I have scissor blades. I'm gonna stab you. I shouldn't be playing with scissors. That seems like a... Playing with scissors on stream seems like a surefire recipe for disaster, considering my track record with sharp objects, but let's get into it then, shall we? Almost cutting into the card or my finger, and I'm not sure which is worse. Didn't cut deep enough. Let's see. Are those readable, or do I have to zoom in a little bit? Oh, this actually seems to be working shockingly well, isn't it? I remember having a lot of issues with like the camera focus last time, but it seems to be working pretty well. Yeah, we have a Luna here. Ah, GG. Nah, just a few basic debut cards to get us started. Always good to get the basics out of the way first. Oh, should I put that one aside for you, Dirk? A mascot cat. Oh no, he's lost. Oh, that's a very cute illustration though. He looks so lost, the poor lad. He's not finding the usual room. And a first foil art card already in foil, so that's a bit unfortunate. But can we just talk about, like, for some reason, Anya isn't a member that's all that popular, but for some reason her illustration on the cards are fucking insane. She has some of the prettiest cards in the entire game. Good on her, honestly. Good on her. She has some very dedicated fan artists. Alright. Let's go for helps that her design is incredible. True. Honestly true. She does always stick out a little bit because of like how differently her eyes look, especially compared to most other Hololive members. But I personally would argue that is very much part of her charm. Also, trying to be all neat and tidy about this so I don't wig things up again. More just basic debut cards. And speak of the devil, like more absolute banger Anya illustrations. I think the camera is kind of losing focus here. Camera? Focus, please. I think you're getting the point. I could try to fix the focus a little bit if you'd like me to. Maybe if I put these away. Be focusing on the cards in the background. I think you're getting the point. They are very pretty though. The focus can be improved. Alright, give me a second then. This card is more detailed so I can check the zoom on it better. Just see if I can. Now it's good. Okay, it looks like the auto zoom is just a little bit messy. I'm just gonna have to hope that it always settles in. A Shiori debut. Shiori. Oh, shit! Well, that was fast. That is Alami Oshi. Huh. Hold on. I gotta... Gonna need some of these now. God damn, that was fast! An Oshi card as well. That is absolutely fantastic. That is the second Oshi I have. And funnily enough, also the second blue Oshi I have. I only have blue Oshis for some reason. Hold on. Well, yeah. That is probably gonna be the best pull we get. We got it a little bit early. Also, her holo skill is apparently just literally I love you. That is a little... Moving a little fast there, aren't you, honey? Well, that's the highlight out of the way. She loves us. Laplace just being a little shit, as always. Test tube. And Laplace just trying to overfarm a little bit. You dare challenge me. She's so toony. She's always so toony. Love that for her. He loves us. But yeah, like I've been like looking at the card game a lot more recently. And it really is just basically the Pokemon TCG if it was actually good, in my opinion. Like, the Pokemon TCG is fine, but it's just not, you know, it lacks that certain amount of spice, which I think that the Hololive TCG adds wonderfully. And hey, all games, all TCGs are a lot more fun if you have a local scene to play with, so I guess I'm just very lucky in that regard now. Also, Kyla, with her new design, it is such an improvement if we're being honest. Like, Kyla's first design was always a little odd. It did stick out a bit like a sort of penguin, yeah, exactly. I mean, she did lose the penguin, but she looks, dare I say, cute now. Nah, she'd bonk me for that. I shouldn't say that. Shiori with a little invasion of Mokoko over there. That is actually very funny because there's a Nerissa. Hold on, do I have that card? Let me check. Can I find it? I only have a proxy of that card. But Nerissa also has a card where there's a Fuwawa invasion, and I believe, yep. Put them together, and you get a bigger artwork. No, I think Mokoko and Fuwawa, I believe, are only coming out in the next expansion that's currently dropping in Japan soon, I think. Isn't it? Don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure myself. Love those types of cards where they are part of a bigger picture. True, absolutely. Like, the illustration quality in this game is already insane, and little details like that just improve upon it even further. And that's always lovely to see. What else we got? Got a little Kozo. More Laplace. I love Strawberry. The attack names are so dumb, man. Like, why does an attack that just says I love strawberries? Oh god, the camera focus ain't focusing. Webcam, please. Webcam Kun. Hello? You ain't webcamming. There we go. Now you can read it. Why doesn't it just says I love strawberries, deal 40 damage? She loves them so much it hurts us. I guess that's the logic here. Also, once again, Anya with an absolutely insanely beautiful illustration for some reason. Oh, Matsuri. Some hammer time. Ooh. Gonna rub that one under Dirk's nose. A lovely little foil Ririka. Whoa, give me... Buddy, that isn't even a rare card. That is a basic first bloom foil. I do love that Ririka has like... I'm not sure if it's gonna focus enough for that. Camera? Camera-kun? Don't think Camera-kun is gonna focus, gonna play along with me here. But basically they always have like different types. And Ririka's types is cooking and language. Huh. The Holog's takeover is apparently now in full throttle. We have either Laplace or Laplace. Oh, a distinct lack of Subaru though. I like explicitly said, hey, I would like some Subaru cards. So I can actually build that deck instead of having to proxy the entire thing again, but no ducks for me, I guess. I say go for Laplace. You are so correct there, my friend. You are so wise. Share more of your wisdom with me. Nodoka is one of those cards that you never can really have enough of, and honestly... good illustration, I would say. Like, maybe Axel was onto something. I'm just saying. Also, the focus is just really out of whack now. Let me try if I can actually that a little bit real quick. It seemed like it wants to. How can I? Doesn't really want to let me. There we go. That's the configure video tab. They went wild for that swimsuit design. They did, but like, being quite honest here, are you complaining? Because like, you know. Also, let me. Hello. That's zoom. That doesn't. There we go. That works better, right? Back, did I miss anything? Just me trying to fix the focus a little bit. I think it looks better now. It's a bit hard to tell on the tiny OBS review. It is readable. And I'll have to live with readable, I guess. CC. That is an insane illustration for a basic debut, by the way. Can I just mention that? Like, this is a basic card. That is the most basic of cards. That is even like the base debut. The one that you can have like an infinite amount of copies in your deck of. And it's already this pretty. Speaking of pretty, hello Nenechi. Hey, nice. I was hoping I was gonna get a few of these. That is That is another staple card with a very, very, very funny illustration. Poor Mane-chan. Indeed, poor Mane-chan. Also, maybe I should just get out of the way a little bit. It should probably make things a little bit better. I remember that one. Yeah, you should. It is one of those staple cards. It is basically in every... Whoopsie daisy. That is basically in every single deck, just like Nodoka. Oh, you mean the illustration? From an animated clip where Susei thought that becoming a woman is fun. Respectfully, I disagree with her on that notion. Kneel over there. I don't think I will, Laplas. There we go. That's finally a Subaru. Took us a while. One of the many PCs. And a nice and simple second bloom. Muna. Didn't even know Muna was in that in this expansion. Well, you are normal. Am I? Am I really? I am a VTuber currently doing an unpacking stream where I like unbox anime card girl, anime girl, anime girl, the TCG. So the definition of normal is very much up to interpretation here, honey. if we're being like quite honest and blunt here. But then again, normal is a little bit boring anyway, so... That sounds so cringe to say though. Sounds like such a, oh, I'm so quirky, I'm not like other VTubers. I have a gambling addiction. That's a dumb thing to say. Also, hello there, Aura. Again, most basic card of her you could possibly have, by the way. Even with the god eyes and everything. A lovely basic Laplace. A Subaru. I have a gambling addiction to listen to that buzz light. I'm not sure which one you even mean, and I think that's probably for the better, honestly. Oh, damn. Subscribe or... Bro, we need to talk about your Oshi. Why does this say subscribe or die? That's... Don't pay attention. Don't pay mind to the fact that my thumb is currently firmly rested on her boobs. No, focus on subscribe or die part. That seems a little menacing. As my channel banner quote, it is my favorite Rika quote right behind "Be quiet, Virgin." Like, Derek, I love you, but respectfully. Between Susei, Ririka, like, you have a type, buddy. And the type isn't necessarily kind to you, I can tell you that much. And that is absolutely heart-shattering. Hello there, Kanata. Oh, yeah. Twist the knife, why don't ya? Twist the knife, why don't ya? It's a special foil as well, just to rub some salt in the wounds. Really pretty card. That it is. That it is. Let me just leave it up real quick. Man, I miss her. I'm gonna be like especially sensitive about graduations and stuff today, considering it is literally the anniversary of the graduation of my Oshi. I get to be a little down in the dumps today. Anyway, we also have a Cheeky Advent, another Aora, and an Ollie. Just another lovely basic foil Ollie. trying to read that effect was a nightmare for a second. I could not see what the hell is standing there. Looks like it says, like, if she's revived with a special effect, you basically get more bang for your buck. Figures that Ollie would be, like, all about reviving herself in terms of her deck archetype. That is another thing I really love about the Hololive TCG. Like, in terms of the flavor, they always try their best to, like, represent who the member is, either in lore or personality somewhat in the card game. Be that Kiara, who also has her whole Phoenix thing going on, so she works with the Grave a lot. Bibu basically wanting differently colored cheers because she's, you know, a gem and all that. Subaru gaining buffs if there are a lot of cheers on stage because of how she captures the crowds and all of that. It's just a cute little detail that I appreciate a lot. Speaking of detailed, good lord, that illustration, hello TCG? Calm your nose. Will you let Koyo sleep beside you? Oh, they are laying it on a little bit thick there, aren't they? Little Daifuku. Awatame. Oh, Bibu. We didn't get a single Bibu so far. Even though she's on the... Ooh. Wait, don't I already... I think I already have that card in a special foil. Well, we have a Nene with the power of her attack lots of husbands. Oh, these cards are so silly. I love them. I love them so much. What else we got? Garden. Gen 2. Hey! I do already have that one in normal foil. I would want one in, like, full art. But this is still a W in my book. Still a W in my book. Who would win 1 billion lions or all of Nene's husbands? I mean, Nene's husbands have, like, the power of Nenechi at their side. So I believe they could probably face down any challenge and somehow come out unscathed. Because they, you know, need to return to her to watch her latest stream or something along those lines. That's what I'm coping for, and at least. That's definitely how that works. If you believe in your VTuber OG enough, you can survive any challenge. And even if you don't, you can probably just, like, be revived by Kiara or something like that, so... Also, speaking of lesbians, hello Herb. How are you doing? Kyla trying to convince us that she is in fact cool and not cute. Alami. Matsuri. Oopsie daisy. Hello there, Anya. Just a lovely little normal foil for her debut there. Another Wami. Another Koyuri. And... Or just... rubbing it in, aren't ya? Everyone's super darling, yeah. That's gonna hold... That's gonna ring true for a long time, I hope. And playing a ton of Final Fantasy VII lately, so Phoenix Down really speaks to me these past few days. In the sense that you're gonna, like, get yourself murdered and revived? Because I hope not. Never kill yourself. Or, you know, get murdered by monsters in the street. Don't die to random encounters, hopefully. Just don't die in general. I believe that is pretty sound advice, honestly. Applicable in a lot of different situations. Ah, of course the ad break is hitting now. Gonna take a quick break after this pack then. We have a Koyori, Raden, another Anya, another Shiori, Kyla. I do like the fact that like every member has a bloom that is just wait, hold on. Does that say fucking Ledon my soul? I think it does. Are you taking the absolute piss, Kyla? Brilliant, true that. I was about to say I like the fact that like every member has a version where they're in their like idol outfits. I thought that was pretty cute. But now I'm starting to regret that a little bit. And a Koyori. Wonderful. We do still have 4 packs left, so we're like 2/3 of the way through. Highlight definitely still the Lami Oshi, if you ask me. But I'm gonna have to save like these last 4 packs for after the ad break. Alright? I'm just gonna one ad. Can I even? No, it's. Oh, we are already in ads. Fantastic. I read that wrong. I am just stupid. That is the issue. I'm just gonna wait for 1 more minute though until we are out of the gosh darn ads. And then we can keep going. I'm not sure if Lami is like... Not sure what Lami does in terms of her deck. Okay, yeah, she seems to be all about burst damage. Because if you like read the second ability here, that's just basically 100 special damage to one of the opponent's holo members. And if she uses this to down someone, she even gets some additional card draw. Vroom Bari Bari as an attack type is so funny. I mean, it's not an attack. It's the holo power. But I get what you mean. All right. Ads are over, which means we have 4 packs left to go. Now, which are we gonna crack open first? Dirk, why don't you give me a number from like 1 to 3 real quick? 1 to 4, sorry. 1 to 4? 1 to 5? 1 to 6? Where's the rest of them? Where's 3 and 4? Well, the 3 is apparently right here. Where's the rest of them? Fun fact, by the way. For this Laplace version, like the basic debut Laplace, there's also just a version of Laplace that she drew herself. It is incredible. I was hoping we might be able to like get one of them, but I think they are relatively rare, unfortunately. Another Subaru. Erika telling us to subscribe or die again. Also applies to my stream, of course, you know, subscribe or die, you know, all that jazz. Leave a like, hit the bell, all that engagement bait stuff. I'm bad at engagement bait, I'm sorry. Gen 4 just gathering together in their kimonos. Oh, speaking of, hello there, Canada. Ooh! A nice basic foil Subaru. It is so funny, Dirk, how you have like the most amazed reactions to what is a relatively basic card, but your enthusiasm is appreciated. But yes, the illustration is extraordinarily Halu, if you ask me. I do like the fact that like her attack is literally just called Cuba. Alright. Once again, we need 1, 2, 3. We have 2 Laplace and 2 JPs and 1 EN1 left. Number 2. The golden middle. Let's see if we got anything nice in here then. Imagine if if I like just did this to one of the booster packs. Hell no. That is such a stupid trend. I can't believe people actually do that for engagement. Straight to jail. Speaking of jail, here's Justice. Justice has arrived to prevent me from committing heinous TCG crimes. More Subaru. Please EP. A Toa. Have you fallen for Toa? I will not answer that question lest I... Oh, damn! Lest I implicate myself. That is a full art of the... That is a full art of the special foil we got earlier. Nene, I like trying to tell me something. Why am I getting so many Neneji? Not complaining, I'm just surprised. It is a very pretty full art though. Wonderful. It's like, how many Nene? He will add you to her husband collection. That sounds like the opposite of a threat. What is the opposite of a threat? A promise? Now, what else do we got? We have a Bibu, PC, and a foil Raura. I can't roll my R's. Arguably, I can't even pronounce my normal R's. So, there's that. It is a good time. That I can definitely see. Now, just 1 or 2 left. We started with a Shiori pack, so we're gonna end with a Shiori pack, so I'm gonna go with this one first. Congratulations, Dirk, you have been overruled. Don't get too cocky now. Just because you were in power before doesn't mean that things will not change. Ow! What did I do to deserve that? There we go. Quick Matsuri. Debut Ririka. What the fuck is that? I don't watch enough Lamy to understand what the fuck this thing is. It looks like Lamy. What the hell? Oh, speaking of Lamy. These cards are dangerous sometimes. Dear God, like, this is a straight up like Dakimakura level illustration. And this is just on a card. Also just probably, like, revealing this probably, like, killed Dirk or, like, at least hurt him severely. Bro's taken a ton of mental damage. Speaking of damage, hello there. That is a special foil Radon. Let me just very quickly foil that one up. It would make sense since they were directly taken from Dakimakura Merch Illustrator. Pikayori 1 2. I can see that. That does make sense. That does make sense. Also immediately into the struggle meal. Fantastic. A Koyori. And... Aww. A quick Leon buzz. I'm being haunted by past members. I'm being haunted by members of Hololive past. Struggle meal because you will struggle to eat it all. That, again, sounds like the opposite of a problem. Oh no, someone made a bunch of food for me. However will I cope with this fact? Alright. Last pack, fellas. Give me a drum roll, please. I don't have a drum roll sound effect, so you can't, but you know. Oh no, not because there's a lot of it. Oh dear. Oh dear, then. I am sadly not that familiar with because you could probably already tell. Anyway. This is a member I'm more familiar with. Hello there, Cece. That is another Anya. Hey, Subaru Duck. I need that card for a deck I'm planning to build. So I'm happy about that one. A quick Bibu. Ooh, oh my. Chioi Buzz in foil. Looking very fancy there. Let me just very quickly sleeve that one up. Fitting that we got a Chioi in the last Chioi pack. Perfection. All as things should be, you could even say. Garden, Yukimin. Oh, good lord, that card art though. Can we talk about that card art? Goodness gracious. Wayne pretty. Can say that again. And yeah, that's it, unfortunately. All card backs busted open. And this is what we got. Honestly, I think the Nene full art might be my favorite. The Lami Oshi is also nice. But I think I like the Nene full art a little bit more. Smile for the thumbnail, I guess. Unfortunate, but overall not bad cards. It was alright. I think this was a little bit below average. As far as like my usual pulls are concerned. But that's fine. That's just the nature of card games. Let me just very quickly line them up a little bit. Where's my camera so I can focus? Hello? Work with me, webcam. The webcam doesn't want to work with me, I think. It's making it worse. There we go. That work? Somewhat, I think. I'm making it worse again. Hello? I'm not helping here, am I? Well, we are just gonna have to... We're just gonna have to settle for this then. For showing it off the old-fashioned way. There we go. Yatta. There we go. And you two to the front. Yippee! Although, unfortunately, that is it. And I think, honestly, while doing the unpacking, I realized how fucking tired I am. So I'm afraid, because it is already rather late now as well, I'm gonna have to like move the Hololive stream back a bit just to take care of myself. Because I did not sleep because there's a new game out that triggers the fuck out of my ADHD, and I like was up until 4 AM playing it. Do not get into factory builders, guys. They are a nightmare. They will drain your time. Like it just genuinely stops being funny at some point. That's alright. Take care of yourself first. Thankfully. You are in danger. You are the type that would... I know how you play Uma. I know how you build your horses. You would be pulling out the spreadsheets. You must never get near a game like that, Dirk. You would lose yourself and I would never see you again. I was doing ones as you were unpacking cards. Called it. Called it. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean up a little bit now, cause like TCG stuff always leaves such a mess. There's just empty card packs now everywhere. So I'm gonna clean up after me and like spend the night like putting these all into a binder or something like that. And I hope I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow or the day after then, whenever we may decide to stream next. I'm not sure if Hollow Village is gonna be the next game I stream, because there's also still Star Whale on the horizon that I haven't played in a while. There is also Genshin, where I'm like waiting to finally continue a story quest, and I'm itching to finally continue with Hades. I just haven't found the time yet. And yes, of course, the next time we play Hades, we're going to be continuing our little karaoke challenge as well, just because I thought it was fun. We're basically gonna be like bashing our heads against the wall until we finally beat Chronos, and every time I fail I'm gonna have to sing another song from Epic. To also celebrate the fact that Epic the Musical is finally actually getting a theatrical release of sorts in, well, years down the line, but it's happening at least. Even if it isn't, the game is getting a ton of good bugs fixes right now, so playing it a little bit later is a good thing. That is a valid point actually. I might actually just wait a little bit then. Well, that's an entire stream topic in itself. True that. I'm probably gonna yap about that when I continue playing Hades, just because it's like, it's very nicely on topic for that, isn't it? It's very nicely like on topic if it comes to playing Hades. Hades nuts! Okay, no. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just too on the nose. I know. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night here. Let me just check if there's like anybody we can cheekily wade into very quickly. Let's see. It was a very, very short stream, but I think that's fine. Hey, we can wade into Matt. Let's do that. Why not? He's playing some Marvel Rivals. That sounds like a good time. Let's do that. Let's wade into my buddy Matt. Anyway, I personally then will be signing off for now. Short but fun. I will head out now to have a good night. That sounds like a good plan. Take care of yourself. Because I think you moved ahead again of me time-wise, didn't you? I think the time shift was recently, so it should be pretty late for you. Take care of yourself, man. But yeah, I'll be signing off for now. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, day, evening, or whatever else it may be for you right now. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Ooh, hand. Ooh.